Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Testpack Please Ignore 2. So at the end of my last episode, I think I'd been working on some Thormic Energistics, but for this episode what I want to do is, well, basically something that I want to do is have a look at supermassive tech, but for this particular mod we're going to need a Nether Star. So basically I think the way this mod works, you have to make this Heart of Star. I just realised I've got the IRC on, so I'm just going to disconnect that real quick. There we go, just saw some random stuff come up, so I want to get rid of that. So yeah, I think you have to make this Heart of Star, and by reading this, so you create a star when ignited in the world. So we get one of these stars, we get something like a yellow dwarf, a red giant, a blue giant, a super giant, a brown dwarf, a white dwarf, a neutron star, or a pulsar. So we get basically a chance of one of these when we light up this Heart of Star. And basically, depending on which one you get, so for example, we get a yellow dwarf. That contains 1 billion redstone flux per tick at 800 RF per tick. So that's pretty crazy. That's a lot of RF at a pretty high rate. So basically, I think also when it so when we ignite the star, we get this depleted Nether Star. So once we've actually got a Nether Star, we can actually then kind of keep regenerating it into more suns, which is pretty cool. So how much RF per tick am I getting from my reactor at the moment? So this one I'm getting Ethel, because I've just realised I've got like no Yellorium in there at the moment. Let me go refill that. So if we can actually, get to the hub, please. So Yellorium. Let's get a couple of stacks, refill it up. So drop you in there, take the cyanite, you in there, take the cyanite. There we go. So there we go. Let's back up to full strength. This is doing 8,000 redstone flux per tick, so it's not going to be particularly great. I just thought it'd be a little bit of fun. Can't remember how much this is generating again. How's our steam doing? I think it's kind of fairly maintaining quite well. So, whoa, why is this suddenly at rotor speed like 2,600? Okay, this has gone completely screwy Louie. So I want to cool this down to about 1800. It's like way above what it should be working at. I want to do control shift. I had no idea this was even running like this fast. So steam. So the rotor speed is slowing down a little bit. So yeah, we should be getting the best performance at 1800, which is weird. Rotors kept overspeed for too long may fail, which I did not know about. So apparently this has just been kind of running way too fast for way too long. We kind of take some of the steam out of it. Let's do it by hundreds, I think would be a good idea. Yeah, it's slowing down a little bit now. So yeah, it's slowing right down. So I'll come back and monitor that in a second. But yeah, we're getting like thousands of redstone flux per tick from these particular reactors. But I just thought it'd be a bit of fun to try out a new mod, which I've never had a look at before. But where were we? So yeah, to actually get started with this, we're going to need a Nether Star. So for that, we're going to have to kill a Wither. So let me have a quick look at Soul Sand. And with the skeleton skulls, how many have I got in here? I've got 2 in there, but I think I've got a few more sitting around there. But first of all, before I actually try and kill a Wither, I want to make myself a better sword. So how much manilium do I have? Manilium. Yeah, I've got 3 at the moment, which isn't nowhere near enough to make a sword. So I need like cobalt and ardite, which I've got hardly any of right now. Do I have any? No, I don't have any left in my storage anywhere. So this is interesting. So apparently I have no manilium. That's what I'm looking for. No manilium. I can never pronounce that damn thing. And I've got no ardite and no cobalt, which is interesting. I thought I at least had some of the ore, but apparently I do not, which is interesting. So we might be taking a trip to the Nether to find some. I thought I could make a decent sword that way, but apparently not. Do I have any manilium stuff lying around which I can melt down, maybe? Just having a look around, see if I can find anything. I'm just having a look, see if there's anything I can kind of... We've got some arrows, but they're not really any good. I wonder if we use thormium, actually. Thormium would be pretty good to make tools out of, I suppose, but... Where's materials in new volume 2? I just want to have a quick flick through here, see if there's a material which we can use which is as good as manilium, but a bit easy to make. Doesn't really say so. I know you can use other things. Let me have a quick look at... oops, so easy. So let's have a quick look. What do we want? We want a Rapier Blade. I think Rapiers are supposed to be pretty good. So got like glue Rapier. Okay, I don't think that's particularly good. Mithril? Ooh, Mithril could work. I know I've got Mithril ore somewhere, so that is... it doesn't really say how you craft that. I'm fairly sure it's Tinker's Construct, but... what do we actually need to make a rapier? Let's maybe have a quick look in the tool forge. So, broadsword, longsword, rapier. Okay, so we need... it's not going to say, is it? What do we need? Let's double check materials new again. So rapier, we need a sword blade, tool rod, and crossbar. So let's have a quick look at sword blade. So yeah, we are looking for. So say for example, we've got void metal. Interesting. So what's that like? So that's durability 150. Not particularly great. So I'm looking for like Ardite and Cobalt and stuff like that. Okay, we've got Ardite, which is 500, Cobalt, which is 800, and Manilium, which is 1,200. So I need something which is kind of similar to Manilium. I just wonder if there is anything that's similar to Manilium. Let's have a quick look around. Doesn't look like it really. Cobalt would do it, but again, we don't really have any Cobalt to replicate that right now. What else have we got? Fiery large sword blade. So I don't know where we get that from. Let's have a quick look around at extras Tinker's Construct. So what we got? Sapphire, dark steel. Ooh, dark steel looks pretty good actually. We might be able to use dark steel. We've also got end amethyst, which I don't think we have any of either. Yeah, maybe dark steel. Let me have a quick look at dark steel. So yeah, it's Ender IO. So we get this from iron, cobalt, and obsidian. Let's have a quick look at that. So we want some. Do we actually have any dark steel already made up? We've got 7, but let's make some more. So we want iron. Flick across iron, coal, and obsidian. So yeah, how much pulverized coal we got? We got enough pulverized coal, and we need obsidian. There we go. Was it crushed obsidian or just obsidian? We'll try it out. Let's throw it into the alloy smelter. So iron. Okay, that's smelting up reasonably quickly. We're also going to need to rebuild our smeltery. So where's all the stuff for that is the next best question. Apparently not in here. Smeltery stuff. So we've got seared tank. We want the casting table. Probably want a drain. We need some seared bricks. Maybe we'll get the other drain to complete it. Controller. Faucet. Is that everything that we need for the smeltery? I think it might be. So let's go down to the farm, for example. We'll drop it down here somewhere just so we've... just because we've got an area free at the moment. So let's drop down 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Here we go. Oops, daisy. Let's destroy you. Perfect. And then what we need to do is... Has this actually harvested anything? I never actually bothered checking this, so... it has actually made cocoa beans. I completely forgot about actually seeing if this was actually going to harvest anything. And it looks like it is actually creating cocoa beans for us, which is quite nice. Where was I? So we need the smeltery controller, which we'll probably need to go... Let me just knock up this for now. What we're going to do is just place it down there. So put down the smeltery controller. We'll have the smeltery drain. Seared tank can go at the back here. And then what we need to do is just kind of fill the rest of this in. I'm just going to dig up... I need to dig up some dirt real quick. Let's grab my mining laser. So I'm just going to laser a few of these blocks of dirt just so we got some stuff to put around the outside. Here we go. So yeah, I want to kill... basically the reason I want to make a really good weapon is that killing the wither, I don't want it to take too long basically. So there we go. So we've got one more thing to put down, which would be the last smeltery drain. That is now a valid placement for my... Oops-a-daisy. Oops-a-daisy. What the hell happened there? Oh, right. It... There we go, that's better. It put the mining laser into here like so, which is something I do not want to do, so just put you down there. So yeah, we've got a little bit of fuel, but we will need some more lava, so probably pinch it from here right now. So if I go grab myself a bucket, if we go back up to processing, we need, not processing, hub even, sorry. Going to need that dark steel, which is kind of going fairly slowly, but I'm sure we can melt it down. What patterns do we have so far? Do I already have a sword blade? No, I do not. So we're going to need to make some of you. So we're going to need the sword blade pattern. We're going to need a... Was it crossguard? crossbar pattern, I believe it was, for Rapier. Let me just double check this. So let's get back over to here. So yeah, we need sword blade, tool rod, and crossbar. Yeah, so tool rod will be just a tool rod pattern. So let's get a tool rod cast already. So then we need to drop you into, oops daisy, you into there. Put you away in there. We also need some cobblestone to actually make the cast with. So what we're going to do is drop you in there, grab the stone sword blade. Oops, daisy, I took the wrong thing out there. I wanted you in there. There we go, one stone crossbar. What happened there? Where the hell did it go? Oh, there we go. That's really weird. It like kind of, I picked it up, but it didn't actually go into my inventory, which is kind of bizarre. We also then need some aluminium brass, I believe. We've got 1 bar. Is that what we've got? Interesting. I'm sure I had more than that, but I suppose I can always melt down an ingot cast real quick just to give me a little bit more. We also need a bucket as well, don't we? Here we go. So daisy, apparently I've got like 16 of them, which we don't really need. So let me just grab all of the lava from here. There we go. So we don't actually need this cobblestone generator anymore, so I'm just going to fill that up. What we want to do is then also start melting down the dark steel ingots, which it is not doing. Okay, how do we... let's have a quick look. So dark steel, does it go in the smeltery? How the hell do we get molten dark steel? Apparently this is not supported. Huh, interesting. So it says we can make it, but we can't make it at the same time, which is kind of annoying. So let me go back to this dark steel. So yeah, it looks like we can't actually make the molten dark steel. That's kind of annoying. Let me go back to extra Tinker's construct. So it'd be like extra tink or something like that. So yeah, like we could do bedrockium, osmium. I don't know if osmium stuff's any good. Let's go back to sword blade. Ender amethyst. So I don't think we can use that either. Got like elementium. Can we use that? Elementium. How the hell do we get that? Nope, that's another thing we can't make. So apparently all of these things which we could use are kind of denied to us by the fact that the recipes have been disabled, I think. So that's kind of frustrating. So I may as well cancel the rest of this dark steel, as we can't actually put it into the smeltery. I don't know if there's like another way of doing it or not, or whether or not I'm just being an idiot and I can't get it into the smeltery. Let's just grab some iron, for example. Just make sure it's us and not the smeltery that's set up incorrectly. I just want to double check that. So yeah, that's melting down. It's just dark steel won't melt down. Okay, that's annoying. I don't know if there's like any other way of melting it down. Let me just go back to dark steel again quick. So yeah, looks like we've got no way of like melting. It doesn't say any way of making molten dark steel. So yeah, there's no way of doing it unless it already exists, which is really annoying because it would be nice to be able to make these sword blades. So let me just double check I'm not... Yeah, so basically you can do it out of Ardite, but for some reason all of the extra Tinker's Construct ones aren't supported, which is kind of annoying. So was there anything else I could have used? Let me just double check. So Alamite isn't too bad, which we could make fairly quickly. Steel's another option as well. Slime sword blade. We've got pig iron, thormium. We can't make that apparently. So was thormium? No, thormium's not supported either, which is kind of annoying. So it looks like the mod pack is disabling quite a bit of stuff. Bedrockium. Okay, apparently we could actually make bedrockium, which has got a serious durability. I don't know about its damage though. Invar's okay. Shiny. Oh, we could make shiny. That's got a pretty good durability. I don't know about its damage though. Attack 2.5 hearts. It's pretty good actually. Shiny sword blade. We might look at that. Yeah, I might go for shiny because it's got some bonus things on it as well, like dense and reinforced. So that's something to consider. Yeah, I don't think we're going for bedrockium. I think that's fairly difficult to kind of get a hold of. So I think we might have to go for shiny here. Let me go and dig out some platinum, I think. So let's head back up to the hub. We'll just sleep for the night real quick just so we can reuse that. So there's the bed. Here we go. So yeah, we're going to go for shiny in the absence of me not wanting to go all the way to the nether just to make some manilium. So let's get... Do we have shiny? Yep, we have shiny ingots. Perfect. So let's head down to here. So what we need to do first of all is drop in some aluminium brass real quick. We'll also drop in the ingot cast, which apparently we can't melt down. I can hear a zombie. Where are you? There you are. Axe you to death. Come on. It's going to beat you to death like so. Wonderful. What we need to do now is grab the stone sword and the crossbar pattern, and then we need to pour some aluminium brass over the top of you to make our... There we go, marvellous. And then the crossbar, which we also need to do. Am I out? Oh, I'm out of aluminium brass, so I can't actually melt down patterns, which is kind of annoying. Can I get gold? Where's my wireless terminal? Can I just like fly over here? Wireless out of range, So we need gold real quick. There we go. That should work in lieu of aluminium brass, which I can't bother to make up more of. So let's put some gold in there. Melt it down real quick. I see. Look, this has actually made cocoa beans, which is kind of neat. So it's kind of automated this now. Now I've got the crops in place. It's growing itself, which is kind of cool. So awesome. It's just a nice little way of making some reproducible cocoa beans. How are we doing on the gold here? And what we also want to do is get... How much do we need here? So tool rod is half. Sword blade cast is 1. And then crossbar will be... I don't know. We'll find out in a second. So we need 1, 2, and possibly 3. That wasn't enough. Apparently there wasn't enough gold. Apparently we need 2 gold per cast rather than 1 aluminium brass, which is kind of annoying, but so let me just double check I'm making this correctly. So we need to go into here. We want the rapier. So yeah, it's definitely just a sword blade and then the crossbar. So yeah, that's fairly straightforward. It's nice and simple to make the rapier, which is kind of cool. So we don't really need that many resources to make it either. So our gold is now melted down. So we shall then pour you over the top. There we go. And then, so let's do the sword blade cast first of all. Pour you out. Yep, crossbar is just half a, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Just half an ingot. And then we just need to do the tool rod, which is another half an ingot. Marvellous. So that's all done. Head up to processing. Wrong one. I wanted hub. There we go. So now we should be able to get our shiny, so we want rapier. There we go. So shiny sword blade, crossbar, and tool rod. So we've got our shiny rapier. So I don't know how much damage this does at the moment, but we want to start adding modifiers to this. So I think what we want to do is, let me just get rid of all of these patterns if I can. No, I cannot. So I'm going to have to dump a few somewhere else, like in here, for example. Then we just need to get rid of some junk. So shiny, just random bits and bobs we want to get rid of. I mean, neaten up my inventory a bit. Let it get a little bit messy. There we go. So let's have a quick look at materials and use. So I think what we want to do is we want to go to the modifiers. So we want to put on, I've read somewhere, we want a lot of quartz, which sharpens it up. What else do we want? Do we want mossy? I don't know. Auto smelt we don't want. We don't want luck. We definitely want quartz, which increases its sharpness and damage, I believe. Fiery might be a good idea as well. So sets enemies on fire, adds 5 every 5 powder adds another sword. So we might want that. We want necrotic, I think. So place the bone of a withered skeleton on a tool, gives it nefarious life-stealing powers. That'd be pretty cool. So we probably want necrotic 1 at least. Silky, I don't think we need that. Reinforced, I don't think we need. Knockback, I don't think we need. Flux, I don't think we want. So I don't think we need the Nether Star. So yeah, I think we want quartz. So let's grab loads of nether quartz. We want blaze powder, I think we need. And we also need necrotic bones. There we go. So let's start modifying you. So we're going to drop our rapier in here. So yep, we just need the 1, I believe. So okay, that just makes it necrotic all on its own. So we're gonna need the 1 for you. Pretty cool. What do we need for fiery? So we need to do this 25 times to make it fiery. I don't know if blaze rods would make this any quicker, but we're going to completely fiery this up. So we've got to do this a few times apparently. So for the quartz, I might make blocks of quartz just to make it go a little bit faster. So we're almost there with the fiery, and there we go. Oh, we can actually add more on there, but I think we'll just have blaze level 1 for now. And then, yeah, so quartz is like 72. So to make it sharp, we kind of, let's make some blocks. Oh no, we need, is it 4 for blocks? It's 4 for blocks of quartz. So we're just going to make 54 like so. I'm going to have to go mine some more quartz after this because I'm going to be using a hell of a lot to, where the hell is my quartz gone? Oh, we actually made 54 blocks of quartz. Wow. So we used the rest of it up from my inventory as well. So this is going to take a little while because, as you can see, we're going to do 4 at a time on this one. So we're just going to make this sharp level 1 for now, I think, and then see how we get on. So we're just going to make this sharpness level 1, see how this goes. There we go. So we've got sharpness level 1, fiery. So this is going to be pretty brutal from what I can conclude. Just going to drop some things into here. And so what we need to do next is make sure our armor is completely charged up, just so we've got the full protection here. So we're also going to need that soul sand and that. So let's grab that soul sand back out. So we need only a little bit of you. We need those wither skeleton skulls. Whoops a daisy, I forgot that takes me. Oh, don't jump over the edge. That would have been very, very silly. What we need, however, is 3 wither skeleton skulls. There we go. We apparently have got rid of all our apples, which was not a sensible idea. Let's get them back out. Nope, apparently we're just out of apples, so let's get a new stack. There we go. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, what I'm going to do, just in case I die, is just drop all of my decent tools and stuff in, I don't know, this chest, for example. So, just so that I don't lose them all would be a good idea. There we go. And I just want literally my shiny rapier, get rid of the mining laser. You can go in there as well. So you just want literally just enough stuff to make a wither. And we probably want that back out to transform it back into nether quartz. Nether quartz. How the hell do I get it back from nether quartz blocks? Or have I completely ballsed up here? Oh, I need to pulverize it. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. Where's the pulverizer? There it is. But I don't want it pushing out because otherwise it might push it into here and turn into burnt quartz, which is something that I don't want. Let's grab that quite clear glass out of there as well. There we go. Okay, so what oh yeah, we're waiting for my jetpack to recharge, which is now done. We just want to charge everything else up to full. So we want to try and prevent as much damage happening to us as possible. I may upgrade this to a nano suit soon. I need to figure out how to make iridium first before I do that, I think, but that might be something interesting to do soon. Especially as it doesn't look like red tech's going to be added to this pack anytime soon. I may as well go for the quantum suit, I think. There we go. So I think we're good to go. So we got the soul sand and the my shiny rapier. So we now need to find a place to fight the wither. Not near my base anywhere. We want it reasonably close by, so I don't have to travel too far in case I die. But I want it kind of like close enough, so well, not far away enough so that I don't cause untold destruction. So I believe a wither is 3 soul sand like that, and 1, 2, and then what we need to do is boom, wither. So this is he kind of charges up at first, so I don't know how much damage he's going to do to us, but I've got my decent sword, so I want to start attacking him. Wow! Oh god! Wow, this is doing a hell of a lot of damage to us. Ouch! So I can't even catch him. Can I actually kind of catch up with this guy? I'm doing like no damage. Come on! I'm getting withered as well, I think. Come on! Okay, we're doing some damage now. Come on, here we go, here we go. Oh, thank God for the necrotic ability on my sword. Yeah, it's actually healing me, which is pretty sweet. This guy is like just flying away. Can I actually reach him? Wow, I have no idea where I am anymore. I'm just gonna have to. That wither just went straight upwards, didn't he? So he's gonna have to attack this guy on the roof of the world. Come on. This is really, really tough. I can't actually like catch this guy. Come on. Oh god, I'm gonna die. We're gonna have to zoom away for a second. Let's heal up here. This guy's like attacking me. We have to... Come on. This guy just keeps flying away, doesn't he? I think a bow and arrow might have been better here. I can't actually hit the bugger. Come on. This is really quite annoying. I can like see him, but he's not actually attacking. Come on. Gotcha. This guy is refusing to die. I'm doing like 6 damage at a time. Come on. It's turning into night, and I've not actually hit him again recently. I think we're going to have to zoom away here because we're taking too much health here. So let's zoom away. Oh god, I died. So where the hell did I die? That is the next best question. So I withered away. Wow, that was kind of a frustrating fight. Interesting. Good job I kind of only like lost a few things. So apparently my stuff is all the way up there. So yeah, I might have to leave it here for now and try and kill that wither later, just because he's kind of like up that direction. I don't know if this what's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember if I've got my brain's gone completely fuzzy now. I don't know if I've got gravestones enabled on this pack or not, but I might just have to leave this here for now and kind of finish that guy off camera, just because I can see it being very, very frustrating to actually kill him. I think I'm going to need to get a decent what's the word I'm looking for? A decent bow and arrow rather than a sword. Looks like a sword wasn't the best idea to go with the wither, just because of the fact he can fly away like that. So yeah, lesson learned. I will try and make a better weapon off camera and recover all my stuff, and then hopefully kill the wither, and we'll get on with some supermassive tech in the next episode. But I'm going to leave it here for now. As always guys, don't forget to comment and like if you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.